Testing. Why aren't you vegan? Hello, everybody. What's up, buddy? Kinda like this spot. All right, who we got in here? Waiting on my team. Waiting on my team. That title work? Just waiting for things to get ramped up a bit here. We got someone in the room. All right, I gotta adjust this tripod just a little bit. Let's see, there we go. What's going on, Vegan Runner? No, absolutely not. You know, it's funny, I kind of garnered this title because everyone started calling me homeless and jobless. Figured I'd just run with it. You know, it's a lot easier to say than my previous title as well. But it's all in spirit of turning people vegan, my friend. How are you tonight? Let's see what we got going on here. We got 11 people in the room. I got a vegan runner in here. It's funny, I'm a vegan runner too. I'm looking at running at 26.2 at the end of the month, and excited about that. But we'll be out here challenging the public a little bit tonight. Hi there. You want to try? 3 questions? Little challenge? Anyway, we're going to try to... I have a full-time job. I'm houseless. I run nearly every day. Let's go. Hi there. What's up, buddy? How are you? You want to try the questions? All right. All right. All right, Chief, in the room. Why are you vegan? So Chief is asking why I'm vegan. I'm vegan for the animals, guys. Vegan for everybody's freedom, including my fellow humans. We are vegan for the humans and the animals, so that's why we're vegan. It's all for the animals. What's going on? No, you go ahead. I'm not. I'm just right here. No, you're good. Clara, what's going on? So we are vegan because we don't believe in inflicting harm on other sentient beings. That's why we're vegan. And in 2025, you guys can do that too. Very easy to do. All you got to do is take the animal meat off the table and replace that with plant meat. Yeah. Okay, Vegan Runner. I sense a troll here, Vegan Runner. But stay tuned and take notes if you want, my friend. What's going on, buddy? Vanessa says, what are you doing? So I'm out here just speaking up for the animals, imparting information to people, and seeing what we can do. What's going on, big guy? You guys want to try the questions? Anybody? How you doing? So what we're going to be doing is flipping the sign when people walk by. And for you guys get the why aren't you vegan? Full disclosure, I was not vegan for 30 years. What I was doing I thought was normal, necessary, and nice. And I thought I needed it for protein, but in 2025, you don't, guys. Everything nutritionally is supplied to you with a vegan diet. Protein argument is moot. Jilly says, if you're not vegan, why don't you feed yourself? Wait, if you love animals, why don't you feed yourself to a lion? That's an interesting one. Feed yourself to a lion, though, kind of line of argument. Well, if we're appealing to nature, which I think you're doing, you want to do your best. We want to do our best. Well, not to do that, because the appeal to nature is known as a fallacy. We can't look to nature and decide that nature is what we're going to base our morals off of. We have to look to our moral agency. What's going on, buddy? How are you? You are a moral agent. We all are moral agents, which is really cool. Lions are what we call moral patients. So they don't have any kind of agency. Unfortunately, they're obligatory in their actions. Oh, crap. Clara, thanks. I had turned it off earlier for me and Will's live stream. I forgot to turn it back on, but that's okay. I'm just happy that everybody's here. Good looking out, though. Good looking out. Hi, Clara. It'll be back. Ryan says, subscribe if you're vegan and thinking of going vegan. A troll or a hater, subscribe. That's right, guys. If you're vegan, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, because I'm live almost every day now. We might be making some moves soon, and we might further kind of scale that a little bit. But I'm out here talking about the animals and asking people to take the cruelty off their plate. That's it, and just trying to impart sound information so people can make smart decisions. What's up, buddy? That's all we're doing. It's literally just imparting information. Societal flows go unchallenged 99% of the time. So if we want to affect some change in tilt buying dynamics, we have to get a bit active and spread the vegan message. Oh, thanks. Isn't that a nice alleyway? Yeah, I like it too. It's a nice backdrop. We still got the Christmas stuff, I think, going on in our little magical town. There you go. What Vegan Runner said. Absolutely. Thank you, Vegan Runner. Little Canelo says, I like the taste of meat. Well, Little Canelo, that's not very nice. How do you... What I'm trying to do here is affect kind of a tilt into the animal outlook. So how do you think the animal feels about you liking the taste of meat? Because basically when we eat meat, guys, even if it's once a year, that animal that has to be slaughtered and hung upside down and have its throat slit ear to ear, it's you're taking everything from them, everything. And there's no reason to do that in 2025. So we are out here advocating for the voiceless, and we're trying to get people off the street. As you see, I'm flipping my sign because YouTube did this thing recently where they refracted our images. So I have to have two versions here. What's up, buddy? All right. Got a lot of people walking by across from me, but I'm going to interface the chat for this one because it's going to be not that long of one. I got a tighter amount of time today. Hi there, how are you? You want to try the questions? Little challenge? Okay, heard, awesome. Well, she said on the way back. That's kind of cool. PJ says, food Nazi. Now, here's the thing, PJ. So the cool thing is vegans don't care really about what you eat. It's not really about the food. Just like we don't care about what you wear, and kind of we don't care about the entertainment. What's up, guys? How are you? We simply care about the systems that are shored up, that can be not shored up. Systems that are inherently violent and terrible and full of pain and violence. So I wouldn't really call what I'm doing a food Nazi. I'm actually trying to help you, PJ. I'm trying to help you. That's kind of my MO. We're all interconnected. You're my human brother. We have animal brothers and sisters too. Just know you can get every nutrient on a vegan diet from, you name it. It's all there. What's going on, guys? What's up, buddy? You want to try the questions? All right. So every single fruit and vegetable has every single amino acid. All you got to do is eat enough food. Both vegans and non-vegans are supplemented with B12. Non-vegans get it from the supplement the cow gets because the soil doesn't give it anymore, unfortunately. So it's one of those things. And in 2025, we can shore up our actions with our values. We can pair that spread, and we can go around living as authentic human beings and leaving the animals off of our plates. So PJ, I'm challenging you. I know you, okay, boring, says PJ. Well, it's kind of exciting actually. You have the chance to make a move. If you go vegan, you can save 100 animals a year. You can take that violence out of your energy output, out of what you leave the world, out of your legacy. You can take that violence out of there. Does anybody know how cows get pregnant? Because that's part of the process you pay for when you buy meat and cheese and milk and eggs. Part of what you are pretty much saying, I want to see more in the world. Does anybody know how cows get pregnant? Anybody in the chat? Oh, PJ, it's still not nice. You're taking somebody's life, buddy. It's not nice. Doesn't matter if you give it belly rubs and back scratches. Played a little Kenny G. You're still taking somebody's life, big guy. You're free to leave, PJ. No one's keeping you here. So in order for a cow to get pregnant, a farmer has to literally stick its hand right down their anus, hold down their cervix, and take ejaculated bull semen and pump it into their vagina. That's just the genesis of it all. And this all happens against the cow's will. So the cow didn't ask for this. And we would call that rape. So then the cow was born. Hi guys, how's it going? You guys want to try? 3 questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? Oh, okay. All right, have a good night. After that cow is born, it will grow up and it will live a life of misery, pain and suffering. A lot of times, as it's living within the 4 walls of the factory farm, the factory farm workers will spit on that cow, kick it, laugh at it. Sometimes they'll sexually abuse it. One of the things that they do in factory farms is they take crushed red chili flakes and they rub it in the eyes of cows to wake them up and get them to do what they need them to do so they can produce money for them. As the cow gets older, they'll eventually go to the slaughter once they're fattened up and ripened. After all the abuse, sexual abuse, all the mockery, it'll be hung upside down. And its throat will be cut. And blood will be all over the factory farm floor. And then what happens is we take, the animal and we process it, we refine it with all kinds of chemicals, preservatives, and we put it in this nice little plastic wrap, present it in the grocery store. So it kind of shows and presents as nice and kind and normal. And people buy it. People definitely buy it. And good people buy it. Because people don't know, essentially, they're not connecting the catalyst to the end effect. And when we go around shoring up these systems, we are essentially saying, what's up guys? We are essentially saying, Mr. Farmer, Mr. Factory Farm Worker, I want you to please keep doing this to these cows. I'm going to be back in 5 hours for my lunch, and I'm going to tell you to do that again to these cows and again to these beings. And then I'm going to come back in 5 more hours, and I'm going to tell you to do it again to these beings, because that's what I believe in, and that's part of my legacy. And that's essentially what we're doing with our actions, which are really the only thing that matters. 3 times a day. And that's not the kind of legacy that I want to leave my kids and I want to leave on this earth. I want to leave a legacy of benevolence. What's going on? You want to try the questions? 3 questions, little challenge? All right. Have a good one. Take care. Okay, Jilly D says there's a respectful medium. Well, there really isn't, Jilly, because even if I kill an animal once every 5 years and I eat meat once every 5 years, for that animal, it doesn't care if it's once every 5 years. For that animal, I'm taking everything away from it. just for the sake of my taste pleasure and my yum yums and my convenience, my culture, taste, tradition, I'm impacting its family. I'm taking its time horizon and cutting it down by 2/3. And guess what the cool thing is? We don't need to do this. Guys, this is the exciting part. In 2025, we have every single thing readily available for us as far as vegan options. And we can make that paradigm change today. You can do it today. You can go vegan today. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try the questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Little challenge? All right, have a good day. Hi, guys. You want to try the 3 questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Little critical thinking. Oh, okay. Well, you got to hop on board. Get him on board. Uh, so, you know, we don't have too many bites tonight. There's actually really cold out. People seem to be on their way, but we might get a conversation. Hi there. How are you? You want to try the questions? 3 questions?
Not vegan yet. Let's go.
You want to go? Okay, it's real quick too. Okay.
Okay.
So, are you okay being on my YouTube live? I don't know.
Absolutely.
Oh, amazing!
Hi,
Look at this
guys.
nice person that stopped by.
Hi, guys.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. What's your name?
Mariah.
Mariah, nice to meet you. Okay, so
Since
my
I'm here, I do food content. And
Oh,
we're
hell
gonna
yeah.
Talk about being
Mention it,
vegan,
mention it,
so
yeah.
Follow me. Oh, you got some good people in here. At Yelp, like Google, but Yelp reviews. It's Mariah, cause
You heard it.
Mariah.
You
So
heard
what we
it.
got going
Okay,
on?
so my first question is, and I'll make these quick.
Okay.
So my first question is, do you know what veganism is? Like, what's your definition of veganism?
No meat.
Okay, that's definitely part of it. Integral
Yeah.
to the definition.
I don't know
No
if
meat.
it's considered to be all no meat, but,
But it's integral.
pescatarian, right,
Definitely
levels.
integral. Long and short of it is, it doesn't really have anything to do about food on a whole general basis. It's
Okay.
more so about the system underneath the food, right? So it's more of a philosophical stance against kind of the whole your body, my choice sentiment.
Okay.
More of a philosophy. So I like to distill it and say it's like the golden rule.
Okay.
And then we extend others. We extend animals as others.
Okay.
That's how I like to kind of amplify it. My second question is, do you believe in animal abuse? Like, are you a fan of it, or do you hate it, or are you an animal lover? I don't know.
I'm a cat mom.
Me too. I'm cat dad. Cat dad. Cat daddy.
Against animal cruelty. I would be
Yeah,
for those.
yeah, instinctively, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like our hearts reflexively will say we are against it, right?
Right.
So the third question is the hard one, and I preface the third question with the fact that I was not vegan for 30 years,
Okay.
and it's just because I was never interfaced, I guess, the way that I'm interfacing with us
Right.
right now. But I would challenge a question. How do you think you can balance being against animal abuse if you're still paying
if
for
you're
it 3 times a
still-
day? And I know it's a tough question.
Sounds like
It's a tough
double
question. How do
standard,
you
right?
balance it? Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Do I have the
and-
answer? No.
yeah. What I like to kind of amplify on, and I appreciate your candor and your
Yeah.
honesty, is that, and I was just telling them, kind of the behind the scenes A to Z of what we pay for when we're not vegan.
You're making my mind ponder, because now I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of like a selective.
Yeah.
I'm against animal cruelty, but I eat chicken.
Yeah.
I don't eat my cat.
Yeah. I,
I eat some chicken. You know what
I
I want some
get it.
eggs, you
Trust me,
know?
I get it. You have no idea. I was the biggest meat eater for 30 years. Every
Yeah.
single time I went out to dinner, I'll take the biggest steak, please.
Right,
Over
right.
here, thank you.
Right.
And that was me, and
Huh.
I loved every second of it. The beautiful thing, and before I go and finish my sentiment, is that when you go vegan, you really don't have to miss out on anything else. Because I still eat meat, I still eat cheese, I still eat dairy, but I find the vegan versions of, and that doesn't have to be plant-based meats. That doesn't have to be the analogs. You can take something like a cauliflower and you can season, sauce, texture it.
That is
You
true.
can take
I've had-
lentils,
yes.
right? There's crazy stuff we
Yes,
can do.
That's true.
But long and short of it, like when a cow comes into existence,
Okay.
and I'm going to just really quickly distill how the process happens and what we pay for when we pay for meat, cheese, milk, and eggs.
Right.
A cow has to be essentially forcefully impregnated. And this will happen 3 to 4 times during their lives in terms of dairy. And after they're spent, they get their legs, they get pulled up to the factory farm ceiling and their throats slit. And that's just with dairy.
Seen some
But
videos.
right? But if it's a regular cow that's just growing up to be reared as meat, it'll be kicked, it'll be punched, it'll be
Right.
spit on. Sometimes
Right.
they sexually exploit them. They laugh at them. They actually take crushed red chili flakes and they rub the crushed red chili flakes in their eyes, just to get them to do what they want them to do. And it's a standard practice in the business. They even have racks that they'll line them up on when they have to milk the dairy cows. And industry speak is rape racks. They literally call them rape racks. And like the system underneath it is what drives it. And the system underneath it is exactly what we pay for. And whether we know it or not, we're saying, please do this. I'm going to
Right.
give you some money, and in
Right.
4 hours, I'm going to come back for lunch, and I'm asking you to do this again. I'll again be back at 5 o'clock. I'm going to give you some more money because I want to see you do this. I know it's crazy to hear, but
Yeah.
you won't hear this kind of, I guess, line of thinking in mainstream media. So
Yeah.
I'm just out here kind of challenging
I
societal
appreciate
flows a little
that.
bit.
Yeah.
Well,
Thought provoking.
what would be the biggest thing stopping you? And yes, you knew it was coming. What would be the biggest thing stopping you from going vegan?
One, lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't, I guess here, I've had like little chunks of tofu and like a miso soup, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would definitely say lack of knowledge in what other choices I could have.
Yeah.
Lack in protein,
Yeah.
what would my new intake be?
Take this if you like. I have a
And I've
card.
already lost and maintained 120 pounds.
Holy
So
smokes! Well,
I'm
congrats
also
on that.
interested
Amazing, amazing. That is like
to keep that up.
monumental, monumental. Well, that's awesome, and
Perfect. Well,
congrats
thank
on that.
you.
And there's so many bonuses. Like the health is a huge bonus.
Yeah.
I've been vegan 11 years, and I'm a distance runner. I run distance,
Nice.
man, and I work out. I still lift weights. My daughter's vegan. She's been vegan since birth. She's fit. She does karate.
Nice.
The best part about being vegan is we take like our value systems and our action systems and we equilibrate them. And it's like you walk around with this glow because you know you're being an authentic human being
Yeah.
to your ethos. You know.
That's a good
So
point. I
think about
appreciate it.
the knowledge part and just kind of weigh it like this. Like, okay, yeah, I don't have the knowledge yet, but maybe think about it like maybe I'll get and solidify my why by going down that kind of rabbit hole of education, just
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
going
yeah, yeah,
down that
yeah.
trajectory of education,
And it's
finding
trial
out
and
what.
error, just like cooking a steak. Oh,
Yeah,
do I like it this way?
it's
Do I like it
trial and
that way?
error.
Same thing. Same
Exactly.
thing. That's
Like
fair.
yeah, my wife makes fun of me because I'm kind of like a junk food vegan and I eat everything under the sun. I eat Mexican. I eat Chinese. Guys, you can eat Chinese, fusion, Asian fusion dishes, Mexican, pizza,
Yes.
Italian, you name it. It's all
The
there. It's
options
all
are
accessible.
endless.
And it's a vote for the world we want to see. It's a vote for that world, the real vote that counts.
That counts. Well, I
Yeah,
appreciate that. I'm glad
absolutely.
I
Do you have
stopped.
any questions for me?
I don't. I'm actually, well, I do, but I don't
Yeah.
know if,
Oh, well, you can
is
ask.
this related to anything spiritual?
Oh, spiritual? Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, it's not religious. I wouldn't say it's religious, but I definitely
Okay.
would say
I
spiritual.
tiptoed around it not
Yeah.
knowing
So
things.
I would say the golden rule is the biggest thing that transcends all time and space and is
Uh-huh.
underneath all religions, right? The big, huge kind of bedrock of religion and spirituality is the golden rule. What we do unto others. So this definitely is tied to that because all we're doing is extending others into the animal space because they have a central nervous system, they have a brain, and God created them to feel pain, to have families, to have funny little dynamics. Do you know pigs? They have
Created
fam.
animals. Is that what you just said?
The creator, if that is where you
This
lean.
is. Can I just say something really quick? So I have
Yes.
been on and off reading the Bible cover to cover for some time.
Yeah.
I just finished the story of Samson and Delilah
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Oh,
and
cool.
I paused my reading
Epic story.
because I'm just engulfed in the message and don't want to continue
Yeah.
to take on too much more. So I think that in this moment right now, it's just a reflection of
Yeah.
what I've just been taking in, all this
Yeah.
information that I'm saying that I ignore or just don't
Yeah.
desire to go deeper into. I think that this conversation
Yeah.
also is just
Oh.
all coming together.
Well, this is
for
beautiful, and these are the dynamics we want to have. It's like eye to
Yeah.
eye, interfacing with individuals and their compassion, which I can clearly see you have, and that's it. Just literally imparting information, and
Definitely will be checking
yeah, check it out. Check it out for
Yeah,
sure. I got
thank
a
you.
speech on the back. The
Okay.
speech is a speech by a guy that toured the U.S. about 10 to 15 years ago to different college campuses,
Okay.
and has an hour-long speech where he talks about the why of veganism from habit convenience and culture and tackles all the objections that, you know, human beings like me and you have.
Yeah.
And he tackles all this in a very articulate, beautiful way. I watched that
Then we live
speech.
in the world.
Right? I know. I know.
Then we live in the world.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I watched the
Okay.
speech 11 years ago, and the first time I watched it, I shut it down after it was done, and I laughed at him, and I went home to my wife and I ridiculed him, and I went to work the next day, I made fun of him, and then something called me to watch it again. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna watch it again.
Yeah.
Whatever, something weird. I don't know. I want to make sure make sure I'm right. Whatever. So I watched it again, and the second time it was just like this moment of this palpable energy that
Yeah.
just like.
Like it just stopped.
I just knew. You know what I mean? But please check
Yeah.
that speech
I
out.
definitely will.
And the
Thank you,
resources,
James.
at
Great.
my pleasure. And it was Mariah.
Yes.
Mariah, it was so nice
Yes.
to meet you.
Thank
you for
you.
stopping
I'm
by.
glad I stopped.
You're an
Thank
amazing
you, guys.
person.
Keep watching. Keep
And-
watching.
And you can
This
shout
was
out the,
great.
what were you talking about
Yes,
again?
follow me on Instagram, you guys, at Yelp. That is YELP Instagram. Is that it? Just Instagram at Yelp. It's Mariah, spelled like the singer, MARIAH.
Let's go.
Have a good day, guys.
Let's
Thank
go.
you. It was
Have
so
a great rest of your
fun.
night. Stay warm.
out
You
here.
too. Have a great night. Take care. Okay, everybody. So if you're just getting here, I have a sign. It says, "Why aren't you vegan yet?" Like and subscribe. I'm doing this right now pretty much once a day. And, you know, I think we're going to be scaling into a very frequent basis of me doing this. But I thought that was a very conversation, and I want to leave people with positive vibes and positive informations. Still say things that keep the message strong, but keep the energy light. What's up, buddy? You want to try the questions? Okay. What's up, big guy? How are you? So I thought that was a beautiful conversation. She has a card. She's going to look into some resources and hopefully go vegan, man. I mean, there's no reason not to now, guys. We got everything we need on the vegan diet. Every single thing nutritionally. The health argument is completely off the table. Please like and subscribe. If you're vegan, subscribe because you want to proliferate the message of the golden rule. If you're not vegan, subscribe because you want to learn more information and see more dialogues like the one me and Mariah just had. Because we have a lot of dialogues in these chats, in these videos. So I would task you guys to do that if you can. Who's got a good question in the chat? Dead Rising says, "I'm not vegan because meat tastes good." Okay. I don't know if I can address that right now. I want to look for a good question. Don't go, please. What's that mean? Don't go yet. When did you quit your job? So Thomas Lee, it's just my handle. I'm actually not, homeless. It's funny because I got this name because a lot of you guys, or a lot of the non-vegans, they just kept calling me homeless, he's jobless, blah, blah, blah. When do you work next? You know what I said? Guys, I said, F it. I'm going with it. I'm going to roll with that. Okay, so this is our new handle, and it's easier to say than my previous handle, and we want everybody to be able to look it up so everybody can get this message of the golden rule. Claire says, subscribe. Yes, subscribe, guys. And definitely watch Game Changers on Netflix. Fun fact, everybody. Did you guys know, I think it was 7 years ago that half the Tennessee Titans were vegan for the season? Guys, go vegan. Go vegan. But I think that's so cool. I mean, an NFL team, people think that vegans are weak, that vegans are frail, that they're just tiny little whatever. I mean, what kind of fallacy is that? That fallacy is fed to you from, the very, very, very high narrative controllers that kind of love that kind of thing being perpetuated. What's up, big guy? Wanna try the questions? Little challenge? Not vegan yet. Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah. You watch Game Changers and you will see that vegans can be bodybuilders, vegans can be distance runners, vegans can be martial artists, vegans can be Olympians. Vegans can be much better athletes than non-vegans. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try the questions? Little critical thinking? What's going on, buddy? How are you? Volume's picking up a little bit, guys. That's right, I go live pretty much every single day. You know, if you want to support what I'm doing, please subscribe, please like. Hi, guys. And, you know, you'll be seeing dialogues quite a bit. We're going to be trying to impart information to the public and doing our best to spur some independent thought and some critical thinking, because the, you know, they're way higher ups. They've got this down to a system, and they've got us all thinking and kind of saying the same stuff. What's up, guys? You want to try the challenge? Okay. Got everybody kind of rolling away from me tonight. Anyway, so why aren't you vegan yet? That's the question to you guys. Anyone have a good answer in the chat? Let's see. Where did you get your information on how cattle are raised? It's very simple. This is common knowledge, Alice. It's very simple. Cows have to get pregnant. 99% of the farming and the meat that we get are actually from factory farms, my friend. I mean, there might be nuances, subtleties, distortions along those lines at a very marginal rate, but from what I said, that's the nuts and bolts, my friend. Mikey said, I'm vegan. I'm here to say that this is the most annoying type of vegan. Well, Mike, how you doing? Mike, I don't know. Are you vegan, Mike, or are you plant-based? Because we go vegan for the animals, right? We go vegan for the animals. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you're plant-based. Because the whole idea of us being vegan is just one to permeate and make this change over the whole world. We want a benevolent revolution. We want people to vote with their dollar to benevolent systems. We don't want to just idly stand by and encourage people to do whatever they want to do. So I don't know, Mike. I think maybe you're plant-based. I don't know if you're vegan, my friend. But hey, thank you for not contributing to the cruelty. Is this the new vegan teacher? Oh, man. I have a lot of respect for the vegan teacher and her message. But no, I am not the new vegan teacher. I'm just out here on the street, waving to people, shaking hands, having dialogues. That's all I'm doing, guys. We're imparting the message. That's all we're doing. Plants feel fear and happiness, says Joel. Okay, well, Joel, I'm going to challenge you with something. Okay? A fun fact. A question even. Did you know, now this is, I'm assuming you're a plant rights activist, so you're very concerned about plants. Did you know that you kill 8 times more plants when you're not vegan? 8 times more plants. This all comes back to the energy conversion ratio, where a cow eats, and it's an 8 units in, 1 unit out energy conversion ratio. Very inefficient biological machine. So, what do cows eat? They eat crops, aka plants. So if you are concerned about the plants, you will be vegan. Okay? And we know plants are not sentient. This is actually a fact. Sentience is an emerging property of a nervous system and a brain, and plants don't have either of those. So I'm glad we could tackle that. Hopefully that illuminated you a little bit. That's why I'm here. I'm just trying to impart information. I encourage all well-read vegans to get out there and speak up for the helpless animals. They don't have a voice. They're suppressed, and you know, they're having their rights taken away from them every single day, 3 times a day. What's going on, guys? So I would challenge you, if you're vegan, to get out there, you know, wear some t-shirts, support activists, do some chalktivism, strike up conversations or contribute to conversations when it comes up. Always, when you can, to whatever degree you can, spread the message and be loud for the animals, because they don't have voices, guys. After all that, Hehe says, I love meat. Okay. If we shouldn't eat animals, then why are they made of meat? Well, I mean, I guess I would say, why are you made of meat? Because we could eat you too, right?
Damn, I see you vegan everywhere.
What's going on? That's it, man. I'm out here on the street, baby. He said, I see you everywhere, man. Hey, man, you gotta get out there. You gotta get out there and impart information. That's all we're doing. Imparting sound information. That was cool. That guy's seen me before. I might have talked to him. I don't know. What about the insects that get killed? Okay, so here's the difference between vegan and non-vegan. When you're not vegan, you are directly voting for animal exploitation. When you're vegan, you're not voting for direct animal exploitation. Okay, I'm not voting for insects to die. That's not what I'm doing with my dollar. It's a peripheral effect of the non-vegan systems that are in place. Because right now, 98% of the world is not vegan. So we can't count on farmers to be conscious and compassionate. Until we tilt the collective consciousness and we raise our energies to higher levels, you know, this isn't gonna happen, guys. What's up, buddy? You wanna try the questions? Little thinking, critical thinking. Have a good night. Every once in a while I put a little pizzazz into my bait, you know. But people know once they get talking that I'm very nice. You know, I'm very, energy's very good. Hi guys, how are you? What about the insects? I just answered that, Celtic. You gotta track, buddy, you gotta track. But you can, if you didn't hear me, you can watch the video after it surfaces. That's right, half the Tennessee Titans are vegan, baby. Kyrie Irving, let's go. Watch Game Changers, everybody. Watch Game Changers on Netflix. You'll see vegan bodybuilders, vegan martial artists, vegan UFC guys. These guys eat plants. One of the strongest men on the planet, Patrick Baboubian, he eats plants. Vegan, not vegetarian, vegan. You want to absolve your actions from all cruelty to the best as practically possible. Joseph says, respect for vegans. Let's go. How do you become vegan after years of not being vegan? Well, you simply make the switch. The cool thing is it's as easy as flipping a light switch. It's all about your buying dynamics. I know your body might be used to certain things, but you can do it, and you can do it instantly if your why is strong enough. Do you believe in climate change? We're not getting into that. We are not going to be getting into that. We're here for the animals. Lucas says, are you homeless? I'm definitely not homeless. I'm just out here speaking up for the animals tonight. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Subscribe, animals eat animals, why can't I? Well, that's called an appeal to nature fallacy, my friend. That's an appeal to nature fallacy. So you can't do that because it's not moral, it's not ethical. Once you know that and you realize that, it's really, you're accountable to not do that. And that's what I'm doing right here. I'm trying to impart information and hopefully spread some sound information to everybody. And hopefully you'll realize that we don't have to keep doing this to animals. You know, I used to think that same thing with, well, what about the animals in the wild? But that's literally a fallacy, and there's a title for it. It's called an appeal to nature fallacy. That's what you're doing right there. Because lions do it, that means I can contribute to the 80 to 90 billion animals a year that are literally culled for our taste, pleasure, and enjoyment. Let's see. Laugh out loud, got so confused. Don't be confused. Hi guys, how are you? You guys want to try? 3 questions, little critical thinking. Oh, I think your parents are going though. Oh, I almost got the little one there. What is your opinion on French people? What are you guys talking about? Don't ask me these questions. 2040 know they see us, different receptors, but they know. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about plants, it's a whole moot argument. And a lot of carnivore diet followers are now propagating this information, especially certain doctors. One begins with an A, last name begins with a C. He's throwing so much pseudo information out there, it's ridiculous. Just in the spirit of everybody continuing to do the carnivore diet. Guys, this is unsettling, it's scary, and we should keep our wits about this and realize that. What's going on, guys? How are you? So please know that some of these people out there do not have your best intent in mind. We do know plants, and this sounds like speak from the person I was talking about. We do know plants have very robust systems of defense. We do know that they're intelligent. They cannot feel. Remember, sentience is an emerging property of a CNS and a brain, so they cannot feel. But we do know they're very, very complicated, and we're learning more and more and more about them every day. The thing is, once again, you kill 8 times more plants if you're not vegan via just the energy conversion ratios of animals and how they process plants. So, you know, this whole plants feel pain thing is way off the table now, guys. Way off the table. To the point to where, I don't know, I just don't even want to answer the questions anymore. You have to realize, what does your heart tell you? Let me ask you guys asking these questions a simple question. If you had a dog and a carrot, just right there in front of you, a dog and a carrot, and you cut the throat of the dog, and then you chopped the carrot in half, what does your intuition tell you? Your higher wisdom, your intelligence, what does it tell you? It tells you that you feel for the animal and not the carrot. And I would 100% bet that that is your perspective as well. Even you guys that are challenging this fallacious posturing, these fallacious posturings. Let's see. Do you hate people who aren't vegan? Brioni, definitely not. I actually love all my fellow human beings. We are all interconnected in this life. And I'm out here trying to help in spirit of not just helping animals, but helping people. Because our whole lives, we've been going on and kind of following orders. My parents, their parents before them, we've been following orders when we have never thought to critical think and question narratives. That's what veganism really is, guys, at a crux level. It's really just questioning official narratives. That's really what veganism is at a very fundamental level. But I'm out here trying to help people too, not just animals, people, because we are putting that same energy, that slavery, the death, we're putting forced rape, we're putting that into our bodies, and unfortunately, we're also putting it into our children's bodies. And we're doing it as well-meaning people. And we're doing it just because we're following orders. That's what we've always done. You know, that's why you hear the argument, oh, we've been eating meat since the beginning of time, we evolved doing that. That's why that argument is so propagated, so well propagated. And, you know, the very elite, they love that argument keeps being brought up and shown as an objection, because that means they keep their profits coming, they keep the money siphoned, and they keep the system as the system is. And the system is not for us, guys. It's not. Okay, it's food and won't die. Who's got a good question? I got about 5 minutes, guys. I really appreciate everybody being here. We did have one nice conversation with Mariah. I gave her a card. She's got some resources. She seemed really sweet, and I think she's going to check out some of the resources, and definitely Gary Yourofsky's speech. What's up, buddy? You gonna try the questions? Little critical thinking, that's it. Okay. Look, if it works for you, cool, but don't tell others. No, that's the thing, and I used to think that same thing too. Like, my God, I actually used to be a vegan that was pretty like, you know, I didn't want to tell others. One, because I didn't want my feelings to get hurt. I didn't want to get into any kind of whatever. And I felt like I didn't want to force my opinions on others. But as I kind of scaled my view of things, I realized that we as a collective should realize that we force our opinions and our views on the others that are the animals when we are not vegan. So I would challenge you with that line of thinking. And maybe you can steep with that, what I just said. And, you know, as a vegan and a well-read vegan, I feel like I want to impart information with, you know, the kind of information I'm letting everybody know tonight, in spirit of them not forcing their opinions and their ideals on others. So it's actually the opposite, kind of what you said there. Oh, don't listen to that doctor that guy just brought up. That's one of them. That's one of the carnivore camp. Guys, these guys do not care about you. They don't care about you. They want your money, okay? They want your money. Chief says, what a fool. Chief, you're hanging on. You've been here for a bit, haven't you? Have you been here since the beginning, bud? Wombat says the Titans don't win much. Ooh, touche. But there's still an elite football team that's vegan, baby, and muscular as heck, fast, athletic. So you can't discount that. All right, one more question. Yes, and everybody, please subscribe to this channel. Hope I can give you a beautiful backdrop tonight. Maybe a look out for more backdrops like this. Isn't this just a little utopia I have here for you? Thanks for joining the chat, everybody. I appreciate all the questions. I hope I fielded them accurately and with a degree of poise and compassion. Because remember, I am you. Okay, I for 30 years was the exact same way. I am you, and somebody interface me like I guess I'm interfacing you right now, guys. And that's sometimes you need like a potent truth to ponder, steep with, critically think, and then hopefully act on. Um, but yeah, please go vegan. I love you guys. Thanks for stopping in. Like and subscribe. Thanks to my mods, my vegan friends. You guys are showing me up with support. I really appreciate that. And this is turning into a success. We will be here much more. We will be here frequently. And I'm just glad that we're able to provide this information to everybody. All right, guys, go vegan. Also, watch Dominion on YouTube and Gary Yourofsky's best speech ever. Those are big ones. Bye, guys.